when I go from here, I don't see this slide. When I come back, I see another one. That's what I was asking you. But yeah, thank you to all of you for your patience. Really, really appreciate you coming over here. And I think we do have few more people who are coming, but nonetheless, I think we are very respectful of your time, and we're already running few minutes late. We want to start the sessions, so that we can start our presentations, and then I want also you to interact with our speakers, and then we also have in between some time to have a break. So for most of you who know me or who doesn't know me, my name is Krishna. I work as a director for JAX Labs, covering India, Australia, and Singapore. I oversee JAX responsibilities and working with our customers and our distributors and also our clients globally in these regions. So it gives me immense honor to be here today and be a part of this wonderful scientific event and engagement that we are organizing, mainly to interact with all of you and also share with you from our speakers about what JAX has been doing in terms of the different activities related to the in vivo space. Before we go into the session, I felt it is going to be also very helpful for most of you. I'm sure all of you know about JAX, but to give you a little bit more insights and introduction into who we are, what we are doing, and how we are also working closely with the global biomedical science community. So that can also kind of give you also an understanding a little bit more about insights into JAX Labs. So, but often also I think when we move to understanding in the area of the mouse, which we all I think know very well, and we have been in these, the researchers from this segment have been using this as a research model for over 100 years. So what I think is important is how this has become the model for biomedical research, and probably one of the most impactful discoveries or advances in the biomedical health over the last century. It's been the premier model for discovery in both basic discovery as well as drug discovery. And also, as we see here, there have been several applications that have been going around in using mice as a model in medicine, especially how it has been creating a broad impact on human disease. I know the mouse in preclinical discovery has led to a variety of therapeutic across all different areas of medicine over the past century. And it continues, right? We see how it has been used in cancer, in obesity, in aging, in rare diseases and infectious diseases, and several other areas of advanced therapeutics that we are seeing more and more, as how every system that we see in therapeutic area would like to standardize their experiments or ensure what they're doing is giving the results what they're going forward to in establishing their bigger studies what they are, or once the product and the molecule is out into manufacturing, they want to ensure that the safety and efficacy are always maintained, and that is where I think mice plays a very important role. And if you look at our history, so for most of you who Jackson, it's really inextricably linked over the past 100 years. It goes back to our founder, C.C. Little, and his work, being a visionary and saying that in order to do really good science, we need to have a standardized model that researchers can apply, can use across the globe, and compare their studies and how they can generate meaningful data, and also how these meaningful research can provide insights into how and where and how the disease discovery or disease mechanism gets evolved. So we began that work generating the first inbred strains of mice at Harvard, and then he brought the expertise and some of the mouse models to the JAX Labs, which he was the founder in 1929. If you can see here how we have contributed in the Nobel Prizes, the impact of JAX mice is extremely widespread and profound. JAX mice has been used in 26 Nobel Prizes across the globe, and it continues. So one of these prizes was done by George Snell and his work done at the laboratory. But needless to say, the JAX mice have had and continue to have a tremendous impact on biomedical research across the globe. If you look at here, how we have been working towards our shared quest of trying to understand how tomorrow's breakthroughs requires the highest quality research models. And that's very, very important. So for those of you who are not aware, Jackson is a non-profit organization. We are a mission-driven organization, and that mission is to discover new insights and new innovations that impact biomedical research and other state of the health. The other part of the mission is to empower people such as yourselves and other scientists all over the world and who are working on different aspects and how we can bring you excellent research. So everything that we do, from the sales of our mice and the revenue that's obtained from there as well, and as well as the research, all of that is invested back into the models and into the research that we do. And you look here that the JAX mice and contribution into clinical research, we are spread globally in across over 75 countries, and almost, I think, close to 2,000 different organizations use our mice models. And you see here over 10,000, but now that's growing to almost 12,000 is what you'll see from my colleagues' presentation strains that are actually cryopreserved and that are used for the research community. At the same time, also how we have strains that can contribute and make available for your work that you're planning to do. This is our headquarters. So the Jackson Labs was founded in Bar Harbor, Maine. This is our headquarter campus. Since that time, we have grown and we have 3 additional campuses in the US. One, we have it in Sacramento, California, which is focused on mouse production. And then also as efficacy testing. We have a newly opened facility in Ellsworth, which is very much robotic and which is state of the art and with the cutting edge science and technologies that you will see. That's also in Maine, and that is about 30 minutes drive from our site in Bar Harbor. And then this is also the maximum barrier facility in the largest production, the facility that we work in the production of mice. And also about 5 years ago, we have opened another one in the Farmington, Connecticut, where that center is very much focused on research. And even during COVID times, it has also contributed immensely to the scientific and to people community by offering COVID testing and also helping people. Now, I think this is a very important slide, I think, where the centerpiece to JAX animal production, operation, and any high quality vivarium are the employment of standards and techniques in animal breeding, husbandry, and health monitoring, mainly to ensure the health status and genetic stability. You will hear more from our colleagues, Karine and Dr. Michael today, talking more about how JAX takes at most quality, at most way of creating those standards and following those practices to ensure that the mice we offer are the best in the world. So this has been instrumental in establishing JAX mice as the most trusted brand of mice in the world. The other thing I think is also to come to full circle of my talk in the next couple of minutes, or in the last slide that I've shown you, is the fact that JAX Labs is a non-profit driven organization, and our goal is mainly to help the scientific research community such as yourself, and that is reinforced by everything we do. You see here now, why are we all here today evening? And especially for most of you who have come from very far off places, and some of them who are still on their way trying to come here and attend the sessions, is mainly because we hope to share what we have learned, and not only that, but also to understand from you on how we can really work with you more closely. So that is where I think we are all very excited to be here today, to share what JAX has learned over the course of 100 years of our existence, and then to really hear more from you, especially of how we can better support research in India. Only then, I think, is when we can be very effective, and then also we are looking forward to talking to you with many of you, and also listening to you and your suggestions on how we can really provide best support. I think similarly, we also hope to uncover constructive mechanisms for increasing access to JAX quality of mice in India and rest of Asia. That is why we also have added AT&T as our distributor in India. We want to thank them as well, and we'll continue to actively working in the ways to engage more and to increase access of JAX mice here. At JAX, we believe so strongly in our commitment to empower science and the importance of high quality models to the best science. We are not willing to compromise on the quality, and that's very, very important one thing, especially in the mice that we produce. The need for universal models of high genetic and health quality is very, very critical, and JAX is also committed in the providing those models to the Indian scientific research community and world at large. So with that, I really want to thank you for this evening, and this evening has a really very insightful session that I'm going to talk to you more about. So once again, thank you very much for coming. So the agenda for today's evening presentation. So you have a very nice presentations lined up. The first presentation is going to be on implementation of operational quality processes by Karine Lex. I'd like to welcome Karine to give a brief background and insights about Karine. Like I was talking to you all earlier about, for some of you who have just come in. So Karine Lex serves as the Associate Director, Operational and Quality Initiatives, with her primary focus on leading and facilitating measurable operational and process improvement project with a primary focus, with a quality focus as well. So Karine joined the JAX Labs in 2003, successfully obtaining initial, the ALAC accreditation, and not only that, but the OLA assurance for then and also for the new Sacramento site. So during her tenure at JAX, Karine held multiple roles, including in vivo research services manager, interim environmental health and safety services manager, and IUCAC chair. Prior to joining JAX Labs, Karine gained her management, operational, research, and regulatory experience with management and research positions, and also worked with various organizations such as CEOs and ALZA Corporation and In Vivo Technologies Incorporation. So Karine holds a Bachelor of Science degree in Animal Science from University of California, Davis, and is LAD certified. I'm very honored to welcome here